I'm making this video to just talk because I feel like making a video and just talking about some things. So this is just a random off-the-cuff video. I haven't done this in a long time. I used to make videos like crazy, and then I kind of like get sidetracked sidetrack and off doing other things because I get other interests. So anyway, so this is just off the cuff video. I just wanted to just talk about social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Hello. It's a interesting phenomenon that has occurred in the last couple of years, has it not? And a lot of things have occurred that come along with having social media accounts. And I have a few. I have YouTube. I have this YouTube channel, and I have a Twitter, and I do have Facebook. I first started on Twitter because it was for business purposes, because I was working with a company doing freelance writing, and I needed to have a Twitter account to network with people that I was working with. So I was working with that, and they was like, do you have a Twitter account? I was like, no, because I wasn't interested in setting up a Twitter account. I had an older Twitter account, but I didn't really use it. I just had it up there. It's still up there probably, and it's going to remain up there because I don't remember my password for that Twitter account. So yeah, that's floating out there. But Facebook, I think I joined Facebook because it was just out of a whim. I was just like, okay, let me set up a Facebook account, and I wasn't planning on staying on Facebook, but I just kept it up there. I'm not that on Facebook as much. I do have my Twitter account connected to my Facebook, so when I post on Twitter, it gets on Facebook, and I have few friends on Facebook, associates and family members, and yeah, so that's my take on it. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. I wanted to just address some issues with people, and this is not just for me. This is for me as well, and for anybody out there. If you're on social media, whatever, if you're actively on social media and you connect with people, and you're in people's friends list that you're not too cool with, or you don't really like them that much, but you're in their friends list, and they post things and it gets on your nerve and you don't like it, you can easily press unfriend. You can remove them, you can block them, you can do all of that stuff. So you're free to do that. But don't take posts to offense, and don't get offended by posts people post. Don't take things personal on Facebook. On the other aspect, don't take every post or whatever that is posted on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, wherever. Don't take that as the whole story, of someone's life. Remember, people have lives outside of social media, okay? Some people use it for business purposes. Some people use it to connect with their family and keep up with things going on with their family. Some people barely use it, and it just sits there and they check in once in a while. I'm kind of a mixture of everyone, because I use it often, and then some days I'm off and I'm doing other things, focused on other things, because I do have other things going. I'm starting my own business. I write for different companies. I'm a writer. Starting my own writing website, blog right now, working on that. So I'm currently, creating things and doing things that I like. I love writing, so it's something that I love to do. So I'm constantly on my computer because of that, because I'm always writing, I'm always researching things to write, and I come across a lot of information when I'm researching and doing blogs and doing articles and things of that nature. And I do it for myself, and I do it for other companies that I associate with and that I agree with what they do. So I work with companies that I am in agreement with, agree with my beliefs or my take on things, political, religion, whatever. So I write for mostly that, those topics with those companies that relate to my interests or whatever. So it's pretty awesome. So I come across a lot of information, like events and news and what's going on in the world, and a lot of things, conspiracy stuff. I come across all of that. So it's a lot of information you're absorbing when you're doing a lot of research on things. Plus, it's who I am. I'm a researcher. That's what I do. My name is Melicia. Research the name Melicia. It literally means someone who studies. So I'm a studier. I study things out. I like to research things. It's embedded in my genetics. I was created that way. God named me Melicia because He knew before I was born, conceived in my mother's womb, that I would be researching and looking up things and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm doing. Now, it can get overboard sometimes with myself, so I have to catch myself and not let it, go too far. So I have a balance. I started balancing myself out. Now, when it comes to my social media networks like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube or whatever, when I post things on Twitter, mostly it's about, current events, political things, my perspective and how I feel and how I view things, religious things, how I feel, my perspective. That's part of my passion. I'm passionate about religion and the Bible and God and spiritual things. That's who I am. I was brought up in spiritual home and Christian home, so obviously that's going to be there too. So it's a mixture of things that goes on when I'm posting different things. I love music. I love the art, so I'll post things about that. I love watching cat videos. I love cats. I love animals. I'll post things about that. I love watching jokes and comedy stuff, so I'll post things once in a while about that. So there's a whole bunch of things, a lot of interests that I have. I have a life. I have lots of interests. So I post things, and I post things on my perspective. If you don't like somebody's perspective on their post or whatever you see they're posting, you can easily ignore it. Or you can, ask for clarification. You can interact with them if you have your own opinion. But don't get mad at somebody and don't judge somebody based on what they're posting, because that's not their full life. And that's what I posted on my Facebook, not my Facebook, but yeah, my Facebook and my Twitter, is that I posted a comment that, it's dumb to make assumptions based on a post that someone posts. I posted that because like I said, I post things about political and Illuminati's conspiracies and all of that stuff because I research this stuff. So basically when I post those things, I will get little comments, or people will do little things like post a follow-up on their Twitter or whatever to respond to me and they will say things like, some Christians, they just want to yell, they're just fearful of everything, like, why are you so worried about what's going on, like, why are you so, like, if I post something about what's going on in the world, it doesn't mean that I'm living in a fearful life, I'm locking myself up in a cave and like, oh my God, the world is so evil. No, I come across the information, I wake up in the morning, check my email, I see something, I'm like, oh, let me share this, let me post this is interesting, and I post it, and then I move on to the next thing. I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, I'm crying, oh my God, this world is so awful. And if somebody make comments on what I post, I'll respond back to them with my response and my perspective and my opinion about it. If our opinions agree, we're going to go back and forth and share more information with each other. And that's awesome. That's the great thing about social media if you use it correctly. Okay, I love inspirational posts. I watch people who inspire me, who have inspirational videos. I make comments. I like those videos. I love those things. On it, just because you see somebody post a video or have a YouTube channel that is dedicated to a certain topic, that's their topic of interest. If they're interested in talking about world events and the last days and the Bible and prophecies and all of that going forth, that's their interest. That's what their channel is about. I know tons of YouTubers on YouTube right now who have hundreds and thousands of subscribers who are interested in what they post. So they're actually making a living off of it, because these people get paid off of YouTube, okay? So they're making an income from it. And at the same time, they're doing what they loved and passionate about and sharing it with people who are like-minded. That's the great thing about YouTube and social media. You're free to do that. If you don't agree with what they're posting or their channel, or you think they have no life, or that's all they talk about, move on to some other topic. Go find somebody else that talking about topics that interest you. Kim Kardashian, if you want to talk about Kim Kardashian and all those reality shows that you like, go and associate with those types of people. Because obviously you're not going to get anything from people like me who post stuff like about research and things of what's going on in the events in the world. You're not going to get nothing from that. All you're going to get is, oh, does she have a life? Does she ever think about anything else? Like, yeah, I do. Just because I post something about an event doesn't mean that I'm living in darkness and fear and I'm condemning people. Oh, I don't even do that on my Twitter. So if something come across my way that I find interesting and based on my research or whatever, and I want to share with people of like-minded with like me, then that's my priority. Why is it bothering you? If I'm a Christian and I want to post Christian stuff, that's my priority. Why is it bothering you? Keep it moving. Go elsewhere. If you delete, unfriend me, it doesn't bother me. You're not relevant to me. It doesn't affect my day. It doesn't bring me down. You just see a post on Twitter. And another thing, if somebody is married and they want to talk about their husband on Facebook or Twitter, so what? Why are you getting mad? It's not a love life. It's a married life. That should be praised. That should be something you honor. You should see that and be like, that's wonderful, and continue to encourage that even more. But you are okay with encouraging gay marriage, and that's being uplifted in society more than heterosexual marriage. It's like heterosexual marriage is being looked down upon, and gay marriage is being more supported. Nobody say nothing about that, but you bold to say something about somebody boasting about their husband being good to them and their wife being good to them, and showing forth that. That's what you need to do. It's okay to do that. It's okay to praise marriage. You're supposed to. You praise boyfriend and girlfriend and all these other crazy relationships on Facebook. That gets more praise. Okay? It's not that deep for me. It really isn't. If I see something interesting, I'm going to post it and I'm going to comment on it. But it doesn't mean that I'm just like always constantly walking around screaming in my neighborhood, oh, the world's coming to an end, Illuminati all through your body, conspiracy, oh my God, we're going to die. The world is coming to an end. No, that's what I notice is going on with people who talk about these things on YouTube, have YouTube channels dedicated to exposing Illuminati and all that stuff. These people are very intelligent people, and they're very, very intelligent people, and they have a lot of information. And we can see now, our eyes are becoming open to what's going on. And now these people, these Illuminati people that were being exposed, they're not even hiding it anymore. They're coming out and showing it to you, but being blatant about it, about what they're doing. But anyway, that's besides the point again. It doesn't mean that this person, that me or anyone else like that, are consumed in these types of people, are consumed in the world and consumed with all that stuff. No. Again, if we're interested in a certain topic and we want to share with like-minded people, we're free to do that. It doesn't mean that we're over-obsessive about something. It's dumb to assume that every waking moment of someone's life is condensed in a post or photo or video. Don't make assumptions, because you're criticizing somebody for being critical while you're criticizing them. And that's all I have to say. I have a lot more to say, but this is going way too long, so I'm going to cut it short. And that's it. Bye.